This your world, God, and everything in it. I see you, I guess they think because, hey, Bob, we serve you, right? You told me we supposed to slack up, man. But now that I know what I'm fighting for, man, we go harder. We on now. I ain't gonna waste your time. I sure ain't about to sit and let you waste mine. I'm sick of seeing young boys out there dying. You go and handle yours, I'm on my grind, mine. I'm on my grind, cousin. I'm on my grind, cousin. I'm on my grind, cousin. I'm on my grind. Granny told the boy that she was proud of me.
Let's talk. Talk about it this Tuesday at 7 p.m. Let's talk.
All right, shalom, 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 peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. All right, all praise the Most High. It's another day of Talk About It Tuesday. All right. Yeah. Talk about it Tuesday. Talk about it Tuesday. Talk about it Tuesday. Okay. So, without further ado, as we always do, before I start anything, I'll say anything. Let's start to send up the prayers, rise and face Jerusalem. Okay. Not sure. All praise that, man. All praise. Yes. Yep. So yeah, man. So today's topic is now. I'll show you the thumbnail.
I will not lose.
All right. Yeah, all praise that, man. So you see, man, that's the thumbnail, man. So fighting your demons, man. So so I will not lose. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy right here, as you see in his face, man. He probably got a fight for his life. As you see a brother in the corner drinking, you know what I'm saying? You can see, you know what I'm saying, the sister, what she going through. Man probably got depression. So it's a lot of demons that we fight day by day by day. You know what I'm saying? Day in and day out that we fight these demons. But we gotta know that, we know there is a God that sits high and looks low. It's not something right here. It's like a long drawn out class. You know what I'm saying? Pretty simple, straightforward, straight to the point, straight dagger, straight to the point. Because we want to make sure that we get to the point, right? Okay. So I always do what I always open up with. Let's open up with Philippians. right? Let's go to my opening scripture. It's Philippians 4:8. And it reads, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. We're going to talk about these things, and we're going to think about these things, about fighting, right, your demons, right? So we're going to think about these things, right? I'm going to put a thumbnail again. Pretty cool thumbnail. I don't like it, man. Right?
I will not lose.
All right, all praise, all praise. So it'll show you, man, we will not lose. We don't want nobody to lose in this fight, right? You don't want to lose this fight because you know, like I said, there's a God that sits high and looks low, right? So there's a real war, and it's inside you. Lust, anger, pride, fear. If you don't fight it, it will control your life, right? You want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, that you are really in this fight for real, man. As you can see me got his dukes up. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not in this fight, man, what are you here for? Don't just be some brother or sister just going into the congregation every single day. All right, man, all praise the Most High, turn the camera on, shalom, shalom. Or you be a brother or sister that sits in the sits in the pews or whatever, you know, listen to the teacher speak or teach. This is an everyday fight. We only see each other literally, you know what I'm saying, depending on, you know what I'm saying, kind of congregations we have, once a week? Right? Out of 7 days, you got 1 day with the brothers and sisters, depending on where y'all live at. Some people may live around the corner. Some people may, you know what I'm saying, some people may be next door neighbors. Who knows? Right? So while we're in this fight, while we're in this playing field every day, going through our daily struggles, you know what I'm saying, we want to make sure that we do not, you know what I'm saying, give up, give faith. So what are, you know what I'm saying, what are demons? You get that? Know what's a demon? Obviously what a demon is. Yeah. Demons operate internally. Sinful nature and external spiritual influence. Watch this. Here's a demon right here that comes in a lot sometimes in congregations. Watch this. Go to Mark 7:21. Share the class as well, brothers and sisters. Share the class. Okay. Go to Mark in 21. Tag whomever who you think needs to hear something like this, that fighting our demons, man. Mark 7:21. And it reads, for from within, out of the heart of man proceedeth evil thoughts. Watch this. Adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, and evil eye, blasphemy, pride, and foolishness. Those are the demons that you have. Well, yeah, you be whoever, right? Like I said, from the pulpit to the door, we're not exempt from any of this stuff. But as you can see, these are the demons. Like I said, what's demons? These are the demons. You got the murder demon, the theft demon, the covetous demon, the wickedness demon, deceit. Wickedness goes into a lot. You might just say wickedness because it falls in the whole category of covetousness, deceit, lasciviousness, evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. Foolishness is in a lot of our people, man. A lot of our people, man. You know, and if it's not in them, man, I'm telling you, man, You know, that's um. One second. I'm sharing the class. I said it myself, but I gotta share it myself too. But let me do. And some people don't, may not get it. But hey, I don't mind sharing the class. Boom, there you go. Now, share it. Boom. So yeah, man. So we got a lot of these demons inside. Let's keep on reading. Watch this. 23. All these evil things, all these demons, right, come from within, a and defile the man. All these demons right here that we had that we gotta fight every single daggone day, it defiles the man or the woman, right? Watch this. Go to James 1:14. Okay, James 1:14. Like I said, this ain't no long drawn out way. It may be depending on how the spirit moves. James 1:14. Book of James, chapter 1, in verse 14. It says, matter of fact, start at verse 13. Let me update that. I like that one. Start at verse 13. I'm going to update that. Yeah. Now, go to 13. Watch this. Let no man say when he is tempted, that's the demons, right? That's got within, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil. So that being said is when we are drawn away from our own lust, we're drawn away from a lot of things that we got going on in ourselves, right? We know for a fact that the Most High is the one that is deliverance, but we're typical of our own stuff. What we got going on. It says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. God ain't gonna tempt you. God is he's the one that's gonna say, he's the one to say. It's like saying your mom, your dad, made you take their car keys to go out there and you wanna go hang out with your friends. No, that makes no sense. Right? It says, let no man say when he is tempted. Kind of one time, man, I wanted to drive so bad, man. And all I did was, I ain't gonna lie, I did it. I took my mom's car. I just drove around the block and I parked it in the same spot. She said, you took the car? I was like, and I literally parked it in the same spot. I'm like, how do you know? She said, no matter what you do, you're always gonna get caught. I said, man, I just want to just ride around the corner. That's all I did. I didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? But I took the car. She didn't tempt me. It was in me because I really, really wanted to drive so bad. You know what I'm saying? So I took the car, just rode around the block right quick, came back, parked in the same spot, and that was it. I just want to chill, turn the radio up, and just ride. I was tempted on my own because I took my mom's car. My mother didn't tempt me. She put the keys right there and say, go ahead and take it. Let me see if you do it. No, it was in me, right? Verse 14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust. Everyone is drawn away, right? Because like the Bible says, there's always an out. You always have an out. You always have an out. You know what I'm saying? God just don't just allow you to be walking around, you know what I'm saying, and there's no door of escape. You know what I'm saying? There's no exit door. Like prime example, there's no house that you live in that doesn't have any doors to exit the house. You're not just built in a box. That's it. And you can't get out. Like, no, there's always going to be a door to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. It says, but every man, James 1 verse 14, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. 15. Then when lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin. Right? It was like I said, it was conceived in my mind. Oh, man, I really, really want to drive. I want to drive. I went and took my mom's keys, rode around the block for a little bit. I ain't going on the highways or anything like that. I just rode around the block. That's it. Rode around the neighborhood, one little lap, came back, parked the car. That was it. Right? And once it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. What if I drove around the corner or the case may be got in an accident? when I wasn't paying attention because I wanted to drive so much, whatever, drive so bad, I hit somebody. I wrecked the car. You see what I'm saying? Anything could happen. All praise up like that happening, but at the end of the day, that's an example, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to do something so bad, or it's in you, right? The lessons in you just get tipped with it. Okay? Watch this. Matter of fact, let's look at this. Flesh versus the spirit. Right? How they conflict one with another. Like I remember that video I did a class a while ago where it says which lion are you feeding? Right? You got two lions warring with each other. You got a good lion and a bad lion. And it was an Indian proverb. It was a Gadite proverb, almost an Indian. Right? It was a Gadite proverb. He said, hey grandfather. He said, how do we know which one? We said, how can I paraphrase it? He said his son asked him like, yo, there's always two wolves inside of us. Which one wins? He said, which one you feed the most, right? So go to Galatians about the flesh and the spirit, how they conflict with each other. So we got two lions within us. If you Benjamin, you got a wolf. Ephraim, you got a rhino, and many other ones, and so on and so on, right? It says, what do you feed the most, right? For the tribe of Judah, you got two lions that we got war inside of us. You got a good lion and a bad lion. Who wins? The one you feed the most. Galatians 5:17. Let's go there. Galatians chapter 5 in verse 17. Matter of fact, go to chapter 17, again, always, verse 16. Start verse 16. Start 16. Let's do that. All right. Talking about the flesh versus the spirit, how they conflict with each other. Now, start verse 16. Watch this. This I say then, walk in the spirit. That basically means the law, right? According to Romans, right? And ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. If you walk in the spirit, you'll be able to fight. You'll be able to fight that demon. 17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. So we know for a fact, we always say the spirit is willing, but the flesh is, am I saying it right? Like the flesh is willing, but the spirit is something. Like who? I know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm getting at, though. But you really want to do the right thing, but whatever one you feeding more, right, is going to win. All right? So whatever you want you feeding more, he's going to win. Watch this. But if ye be led of the spirit, it's the law, ye are not under the law. Basically under the law of death. Right? Now, the works of the flesh are manifest. Here we go again, which are these. Well, these demons, adultery. Remember we read earlier in James, right? Talking about, you know what I'm saying, these other spirits. These are demons right here. These are actually demons that's inside of a lot of people, man. Watch this. He said, watch this. Which are these? Adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. This was in James. Adultery, witchcraft. You know, witchcraft is like rebellion. When somebody tell you, hey, don't be doing this, and you just rebel. The Bible says rebellion is like the seed of witchcraft. Right? Hatred. We got a lot of brothers and sisters that got hatred in their heart or hatred towards whomever. Right? Variance. What's variance? I mean, that's a word that it's not a typical Negro word we don't use every day. The word variance. All right, bear with me. My computer's running very slow. I got hard drive here. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta run through my hard drive. Just so my computer can flurry fast. All right, variance. Okay. Uh-oh. They got lost. Uh-oh. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm back. You see, man, when you try to preach the word, man, a lot of people, man, um, uh-oh. Let me see. Oh, that's good. Good? All right. I'm just going to share it back again. Okay. Yeah. Some odd reason, man. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry, man. That thing just see when you preach the word of God, man, about getting like fighting your demons, man. You know what I'm saying, man? The devil always trying to come in, bro. Let's read it again. Let's start from the top again. Galatians 5:16. Watch this. It says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." So when you walk in the spirit of the Most High God, you won't fulfill the lust of the flesh. Because the lust of the flesh wants a lot of things. Like we all know, you know what I'm saying, whatever the flesh wants, whatever the flesh likes, it makes it feel good. Right? And that feel good to the flesh, ooh, I love it, I love it, I love it, whatever the case may be, you know, that's the flesh does it, right? Anything that feels good. Oh man, it feels good. Oh, I like that. It's like good food. Like, man, it's real good. Oh man, I like this. And you want to repeat and buy it more and more and more because it feels good. It tastes good. Right? Like it's like getting a massage. You want to get a massage all over because I never had one myself, but I hear they're pretty good. You know. And it says again, verse 17, "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one of the other, one to another." Right? The spirit of wickedness and the spirit of righteousness. They war against each other. Like I said, which one you feed more? Remember that thing I played a while ago about Inky Johnson? He said, "Grandfather, which one? We got two wolves inside of us." It was a Gadite proverb. He said, "Which one?" He said, which one wins when they fight against each other?" He said, "One you feed the more. You got an evil one and you got a good one. Which one you feed more?" Okay? It says that you cannot do the things that you would. You really want to do it so bad deep down inside you, because the spirit man wants to do the right thing. But guess what? That flesh man is not going to allow you to, because why? Because it depends. If you're feeding him more, oh, he's going to win over that. He's going to win over that flesh all day, hands down. But watch this. Verse 18. "But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law." Law of what? Law of death. Okay? Now, the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery. Here go these demons I said earlier when I read to you in James 13, right? Adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. You know, lasciviousness is a strong desire like lust, right? Idolatry, wickedness, hatred, variance. Oh, look up variance for some reason. Let me see. Yeah, variance. Let's look this up. Yeah, man. I got to start. I'm going to start doing that because it's run so slow. I'm going to keep holding it up. Anyway, variance. Y'all look that up. Emulations, wrath, strife, sedition, heresies, Indians, murders, drunkenness. We got a lot of drunkenness going on in our nation, bro. A lot of people drinking, not just alcohol. You got a lot of people drunk with power. A lot of people drunk with lust in their heart, right? A lot of people drunk on you feel the blank, man. Not being sober minded, anger, drunk with that. You just getting too tipsy, you know, basically being angry. You know, I looked it up earlier, man. Dude was like, some guy said, he said, a person is angry so much. He said, you know, you have enough acid that's in your bloodstream that can kill a pig. I'm like, what? And I had to look it up. I said, let me look this up. It is something that happens to your blood, but I don't know about killing a pig though. Because it's you know, I ChatGPT'd it up, fact checked it. But there is something that goes on in your body where if you have so much hatred or so much anger, that's a demon that you got to fight as well. Like I said, hey, I'm one of them fighting myself all the time because I can't stand stupidity. And some people do stupid stuff. I'm like, bro, really? You know? But yeah, man, like you get enough anger, man, that stress, headaches, probably get a heart attack. You know what I mean? Your health starts to dwindle. It's a lot that goes into it, man. When you have a lot of anger in you, man. Not just, you know what I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna lose the kingdom. Yeah, you may lose the kingdom, but you might lose your life as well. So that means we gotta control that. So like I said earlier, there is a real war, and it's inside of you, inside of me, inside of you, inside of everybody, right? That we gotta fight every single day. You know what I'm saying? And we're boxing this daggone demon every single daggone day, man. You know what I mean? Let the thumbnail back a little bit again, man. That we're fighting, as you can see, man, we're fighting a lot, man. Every single day. Every day. Right? This is the condition of the battle, man. You know? Let's keep going. Verse 21. Envy, murders, drunkenness, reveling. A lot of people like partying. People got that party spirit in them. That's revelings. You know what that is. Right? Some people don't. If you don't know what that is, it's party. People like to go party all the time. Like Eddie Murphy. I like to party all the time. You know? And such like, of which I tell you before, as I have also told you in times past. Watch this. That they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. If you are not in this fight, if you're not fighting this fight, right, you're going to die. You're not going to make it. Laziness. We got, man, you can have somebody that can be really lazy. They don't see it, right? And it's the norm to them. And they don't know that they're in their comfort zone. You have to get out that comfort zone, right? You can't just sit there and just think that, man, everybody gonna do the work for me. And, you know, that's a demon right there that you gotta fight. And that demon right there alone, the lazy spirit, the slothful spirit, right? You may never know that you have that lazy spirit on you because it's so comfortable, right? You're in your comfort zone. You're in your element, right? But watch this. This is how we fight this. 22. It says, but the fruit of the spirit is what? Love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, faith, meekness, temperance, right? Against such there is no law. Against such of these, there's no law. You got love, joy, all that good stuff like that. There's no law to that, man. You know? Because why? Because you ain't got to worry about that demon because you're fighting it. You're fighting strife with joy and love. You're fighting lasciviousness with meekness. You're fighting hatred with patience. Because why? Because you're probably losing patience with somebody. Right? Go to Wisdom of Solomon. 9:15. Wisdom of Solomon, 9:15. And it reads, yep. Let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High, and let just men eat and drink with thee, and let the glory be in the fear of the Lord. I remember y'all all know that scripture. I love saying it. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And good understanding have all they that do what? Got that fight. Remember my thumbnail do like this, see dudes like this. They're like Buster Douglas, or you know what I'm saying, or what's my cousin's name? Yeah, you know it's my cousin too. Marvin Hagler. That's my cousin. People didn't know that really is my cousin. If y'all know who boxer Marvin Hagler, that's my actual cousin. Like real talk. Yeah. So he's an actual boxer that what? In the ring boxing. He was a good boxer. So he had to fight physically. If you be like that, you know what I'm saying? Like these boxers, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have a fight on your hands, man. You may get knocked out a couple of times here and there, you may get hit, lose a couple fights. That's part of the battle. That's a condition of the battle. Not every man that goes in the ring is gonna be that what they call it, something, no wins, no draws, no defeats, all knockouts. Yeah, that's not realistic. It's not realistic. You're going to lose a couple fights here and there. They have some on there where he lost a couple fights. I don't think I've never seen it, but hey, he lost. Just like, you know what I'm saying, everybody else losing. Mike Tyson was a beast. He lost some fights himself. Right? Yeah, why people lose? So why do they lose? Go to Corinthians. This is why a lot of y'all lose the fights with these demons, man. Right? Corinthians. Book of Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 9:27. And it reads, but I keep under my body and bring it unto subjection. Let's take a good little pen. I'm using green, whatever color you want to use. It says, but I keep under my body and bring it, not like that, bring it unto subjection. Right? I like that. Right? Lest that be any means when I have preached to others, I myself should be a cast away. Right? Go to verse 24. Let's update this. Stay in Corinthians. Go to 24. Let's bring us all together. Let's bring it all together. Because it says, but I keep under my body and bring it unto subjection. Watch this. Go to 24. Okay? Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. Everybody that fight, yeah, you're gonna receive the prize, but not everybody that run. Watch this. We all heard it before. So run that ye may obtain. Right? So he's talking about a foot race. Everybody running, one person is getting that prize. But watch this. And every man that strive for the mastery is temperate in all things. So you're temperate in all things. And you start from mastery. You can master your the Galatians 16, 17, the James 1 and 13. You can master those. Right? If you strive for mastery, right? Even the man that strive for mastery is temperate in all things. Now, they do it to obtain a corruptible crown. So a lot of people do that for a corruptible crown. It's talking about a running foot race, right? But watch this. This ties into fighting your demons. Watch this. But we incorruptible. I therefore so run not as uncertainly, so fight I not. So fight I. Not as one that beateth the air, right? You're not beating the air, but I keep under my body and bring it unto subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. So what that basically means, if you get cast away, it's like, hey, I'm not fighting this fight just for my health. I'm fighting this fight that so other brothers and sisters that are going through what they're going through may have hope. Somebody may be struggling drug addiction. You may be a recovering drug addict, alcoholism, fornication, lying, cheating. Lying is like a personal thing, right? And those demons like those, man, not too many people, man, you know what I'm saying, admit they are like, hey man, I ain't gonna lie to me, I'm a liar. Doesn't mean not too many people admit that. You gotta get caught in the act of lying. For somebody to tell you, hey dog, man, why you gotta lie for, bro? Why you gotta lie, sis? That song, why you always lying? Right? So nobody's gonna tell you, hey, I'm a liar. I'm gonna let you know right now. Like, wow, I'm glad you said that, bro. Said it, sis. You know? But watch this though. But a lot of people that don't fight and they're just whatever. They love darkness. Let me show you. Go to John 3:19. John 3:19. So, and this is the condemnation. The light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds are all evil. A lot of men and women love to stay in darkness because of what? Hosea 4:6. For my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You love staying in darkness because, for whatever reason, you like it because what? Like I said with the lazy person, right? They're lazy because it's comfortable. The liar, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm gonna tell this lie. It's comfortable, right? It makes you fit. It doesn't. If people say I love lying, no, they're doing that because something inside them is getting not enjoyment, is getting something comfortable out of it. I don't know the word. They're getting something out the deal. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's something that it's enjoyment out of it. The flesh feels good out of it. No one wants to get in trouble. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just lie. Stealing. Some people, you got kleptomaniacs that love stealing. You have people that a fight. They get enjoyment out of it. I don't know why. Some people love. This one I know a lot of people do love the fornication one, because your flesh is getting something out of it. Your flesh is getting enjoyment out of it. You're getting something out of it. I'm just being real, bro. Fornication, everybody love that. How you think the planet got populated by us and people laying with each other? So a lot of people that like a lot of unmarried people, all these unwed mothers and stuff like that, teen pregnancy. Because guess what? The planet, the Planned Parenthood is full of daggone people going up in there getting daggone abortions. Because why? Because they love fornication. That's a demon they got to fight as well. Fornication. It feels good. Go to Ciroc. 1830. So if no one get enjoyment out of having intercourse, bro, that basically means is that this planet will even be populated. But God made it so that's so we can make more. That's why I said be fruitful and multiply. People love doing that because it gives you enjoyment. So people out there in the world do it because why? Because it brings enjoyment. It's sin. If you're not married, the Bible said the bed is undefiled. Go with your spouse, bruh, sis. Don't be out there spreading your body with this man and that man, this woman and that woman. Right? That's a demon too. That's a lust demon. Yeah, she look good, don't it? Yeah, he look good, don't it? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna fall into that temptation because why? Like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying? It's within. It's something that goes on within. Whatever happened in your life that made you want to go down that path, like a lot of prostitution out there. Whatever happened in their life that made them go out there on that street, only God knows. I mean, only thing in their mind you can get it. Like, matter of fact, here's something here. I got something. Let me see. All right. Let me show you something. I got a video. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something about this. It was a girl that was on the street, bro. Right, beautiful sister, beautiful. All sisters are beautiful, but this is a lovely sister, right? Why, sis? You can take care of yourself, but this is why. A lot of people have mental health issues. Those are demons that a lot of people, men and women, are fighting. Right? Let me see if I can find. Yeah. So I can find it. Yeah, those are next man tomorrow, man. Because I got Water Wednesday. I'm gonna unplug it because yeah, it's making my computer run crazy slow. Oh, there you go. It should be it. All right, give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. That's what I'm saying. That's where the anger comes in because you see it live and in person. Jeez Louise. something from my Savior. No. Anyway, man, it was a sister, man. She was on the street, man. She was like, "Yeah, I'm on the street. I like drinking. It makes me feel good and stuff like that, man. And it's a really sad thing that this sister was drink because she said, yeah, man, it makes me feel good and stuff like that. I'm like, man, that's a painful thing, man. That a lot of or how a lot of people go on the street living like that, that she's on the street. She said, so how long you been out here? I've been here off and on for this many years. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Well, it ain't coming on that side. Anyway, though, man, let's go to what I said, Sirach 18 and 30, man. Sirach chapter 18 and verse 30. And it reads, go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thine appetites. You got a lot of people that got a lot of appetites, towards their lust, right? So what is their lust? What's it at? I think I had it. I deleted it. Did I save it? I think I did. Yeah, probably ain't there no more. They took it down. I think because sister it was bad, man. It was bad. Sister was on the street drinking, and it was, like that's really bad, really, really bad, really bad. Yeah. Anyway, man. But yeah, it says go not after thy lust. Sirach 18 and 30. Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thine appetites. 31. If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies that malign thee, mauling thee, whatever, this is weird. Take not pleasure in much good cheer, neither be tied to the expense thereof. So what that being said is, man, like, bruh, do not give your life over to your lust. Do not let that demon win, because all it's going to do is over and over and over again. It's going to dangle that carrot in front of your face. It's going to say, hey, yeah, man, hey, check this out. Hey, yeah, man, yeah, man, do this. Hey, yeah, man, and yeah, man, this. Yeah, man, that. Yeah, man, this. Yeah, man, that. Yeah, man, this. Yeah, man, that. So do not allow your appetite to really go in thy lust, man. Right? So I'm gonna end it with that. But I'm gonna leave you with this. Go to Corinthians. Second Corinthians 10 and 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. See? For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. So, with that being said, is, man, all praise the Most High, man. All praise the Most High, man. That, yeah, we talked about it. Talk about it too. Talk about it too. Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, man, next time, man, a little bit tomorrow, man, I'm gonna have to unplug that thing, man. That hard drive, man. It says we got so much information going through stuff like that. It makes it slow your computer down. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna basically put my class on the laptop, everything else, then okay. But yeah, man. So. Yeah. So talk about it Tuesday, man. So Lord's will, man. We'll have something for you. I'll have something for you tomorrow. All right. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to have water Wednesday. All right. All praise the Most High. So with it being said, brothers and sisters, man, I'm going to say shalom, peace and blessings, and Lord's will. I'll catch you tomorrow, 7 o'clock. All right. If not, I always do my little Bible study with the kids, and after that, I go hop on here and give you brothers the word as well. But I always leave you with I'm gonna leave you one question: are demons always spirits? Think about that. Think about that. There's something to think about. Are they always in? No, many are internal. And we'll let you read this. Read Mark 7. Give you an answer. Mark 7. So to being said, brothers and sisters, peace and blessings. Shalom. I'm gonna catch you tomorrow, Lord's will, or the Wednesday.